the way. The music.
Thank you, Paul. Love this song. What's up, everybody? Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Brandon, and Mount Carmel and VetCon for inviting me here today. Thank you to all of you veterans out there. How many veterans we got? Ooh, nice. I'm a veteran. I served 2 tours in Iraq. I did 6 years in the Army, and I'm the CEO of SHEATH Underwear. And we are a pouch underwear company, like Paul just told you. And I invented the underwear when I was actually in Iraq. Okay, so I was on my 2nd tour, and how many of you guys have been to Iraq? Okay, so you know how hot it is, and you know when you're wearing your battle rattle and you're in the field and you can't shower, things can get a little bit uncomfortable downstairs. And they say necessity is the mother of invention. And this was like a need. I was so uncomfortable in my whitey tighties that the Army issued that were just smashing my junk up into my body. And it was like so uncomfortable that I had this epiphany that what if there was a pouch in the underwear? And so by this time, it was 2008, there was internet in Iraq. So I go to my computer and I search online and I want to try to find the underwear to buy it, because I'm like, there's no way in 2,000 years, nobody's come up with this idea. And so I go searching pouch underwear, pocket underwear, something, and I couldn't find anything. So I decided to make them while I was there in Iraq. So I go to the PX, I get some underwear, get some scissors, start drawing out sketches, and I took the sketches and the underwear to the tailors, because there's tailors in Iraq because you got to have your uniform nice and tight. Well, they weren't tailoring my uniform, they were tailoring my underwear. And I took it in there and I told them the story, and I showed them the images and they kind of snickered at me. But I come back the next day and they made them, So I have the picture of me in Iraq. I was in Tikrit, and it's a very crude first prototype, as you can see. We've come a long way since then. But the concept was there, and I would tell people about it, and they were intrigued, because every man has had the experience of having like a sticky situation where you have to adjust. And so this is to prevent that. And it was really just for me. I wasn't really trying to make some product to sell to the world. I was literally making them for myself. So if you are trying to invent a product or bring a product to market, you need to believe in it yourself first. Don't lie to yourself and think that maybe it'll work, or try to make something that other people will like. You need to make it, if you like it, there's going to be people out there that like it. We're not that different, So I had it made, I'm telling people, getting good feedback. I get home and I start sewing. I alter all my underwear, and I started buying underwear from like Ross and TJ Maxx, and I'm altering those. I'm giving them to friends. I'm testing them in the field. We had, an FTX. You go out to the field. You can't really field training exercise, and you can't shower. And so I'm out there. I'm testing them out, and essentially the pouch keeps things from getting like grimy, but it also provides like airflow, and it just keeps things cooler. And this is the hottest part of your body, and when you keep that part of your body cool, the rest of your body stays cool. It's because you got wind or whatever blowing. It's not just like smashing up against yourself and making a hot mess, right? So let's see what this one is. Okay, so if you build it, they will come. This is what I would tell myself when I was first going through my very first production. If you build it, They will come. It's from Field of Dreams. It's a movie. And and I believed in it, and I had people kind of encouraging me to move forward with it. So I found a producer, a production company. I sent them the money, but before you do that, you're like doing this prototype process. And as you saw that first prototype, it was pretty crude. I had made a new one, sent it to the manufacturer. They send me back a prototype. It's pretty good. I tell them to make some adjustments. They send me another one, and I'm like, it's good enough. I'm excited. I'm like getting excited because people are giving me all this feedback. I want to make $1 million. And I started getting sales. So people were buying into the concept.